Okay, good evening, good early Tuesday morning, everybody. David Paul with you here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center, and we've been tracking this thunderstorm across southeastern Harris County, put some hail down over Pasadena, Deer Park. Now it's dumping hail over Baytown, and we thought it might, and it is, and hail has been reported by the public, so actual report of hailstones up to $half size. That's getting close to ping pong size, almost a golf ball sized hail. If you can get your car under cover, do it. The storm is racing east at about 20-25 miles an hour. This new thunderstorm warning, the yellow box over Baytown on the north side of Galveston Bay, is in effect until 12:30. So for the next half hour, that storm continues to be warned. The storm is not rotating, at least not enough to produce a tornado warning. We're not seeing that type of rotation with it, which is very good. That is a slight threat tonight, but we're watching that, and so far we haven't seen it with that cell. Now let me give you a tour of what's going on across the area, and we will focus on New Baytown here in just a moment. Scattered thunderstorms across the coast, Galveston getting wet, the bay's wet, Bolivar Peninsula, rain and thunder up toward about Crystal Beach. That's heading toward High Island lightning just off the coast. This is not severe at the moment, no warnings, but it is heavy rain. Also look, Texas City and now heading up toward Dickinson, and pretty soon that's going to scoot up toward League City and NASA area. So you're going to get wet here tonight and maybe see some thunder League City to NASA, Texas City to Galveston. Off to the north side, we are still getting a rain shower trying to develop there near Barrett, but here's where our severe thunderstorm warning is, affecting 109,000 people. Baytown, way out there, Highway 99, the east side of that is Shore Acres, heavy rain and thunder. Lightning strikes here now getting up into the upper 60s over a period of 10 minutes. We'll get back to that in just a moment. I did want to show you little thunderstorm firing up Monaville to Waller. That's 290 out in Waller County. I'm just keeping my eye on this to see if it strengthens and develops as it heads off to the northeast. That could get into southwestern Montgomery County, Pinehurst, Magnolia, Karen. We're keeping an eye on that, just kind of on the back burner right now. Back to this guy. That's a doozy. Heavy thunderstorm. It is the hail. Up to $half size hail now being reported by the public in the Deer Park area. So it moved through LaPorte, now right over Baytown. So Baytown's south side, that's where we've got that heavy hail shaft there, again with $half size hail being reported. And it's moving east at about 20 miles an hour, but I hope you got your car under some cover before it got into you. 70 lightning strikes here in this storm in the past 10 minutes. That's about as high as I've seen. Now I see it's updating 68 in the past 10 minutes. It's kind of holding steady with its intensity, but when you see the lightning back like that, you know you've got this vertical up and down motion in the storm. That's what builds those hailstones as they make those trips up and down in the storm, up and down through and above and below the freezing level and getting coated with water and then freezing as it goes higher, then eventually getting heavy enough to come down in the downdrafts. We're not seeing any type of tornadic rotation. Looking inside the storm using Doppler, the Doppler part of Doppler radar, I see strong winds, but I don't see any type of rotations. At the moment, the Weather Service is monitoring that as well. No tornado warning, but again, it is a severe thunderstorm. And we thought hail might be the biggest threat tonight, and that is turning out to be the case, at least so far. So this is our VIL product, vertically integrated liquid. It helps us determine if there is hail, and when you start getting that type of a mountain peak with our VIL product and you get into these purple colors, you're getting hail of some sort. And indeed, it's being confirmed by the public. We are getting reports of quarter to $half sized hail in Baytown as it moved through. And now it's moving to the north side of the bay. And Anahuac, there you are. You're going to be very close to the path of that hail shaft. And what I've done is put a storm track on that hail shaft. So there it is, moving almost due east now. This holds together, gets into Anahuac at 12:38, gets into Monroe City by 12:54, and if it does hold together, and it might, these storms the past couple of days have had a history of staying for a very long duration. It could get to Winnie by 1:27. So now this is moving out of Harris County into Chambers County. That's I-10, so this is moving just south of I-10, paralleling it as it moves now across the north side of the bay. Beach City, if you got your car outside, try to get it under some cover. Again, you could see nickel to quarter to $half sized hail with this storm as it has already been reported. Here's future track. Here we are going into 12:30, so a half hour from now, showers. And still going into 3 a.m., showers and thunderstorms, but most of that wants to move off into the open water of the Gulf of Mexico by 3 a.m. according to this latest run of future track. So again, it's along I-10 and south. It looks most likely to be a severe threat overnight tonight. But by 6 a.m., yeah, the model's still picking up on a chance for a thunderstorm. Galveston and the coastal counties. Again, we're on the TV side live up at 4:30. We're with you till 7. We'll be monitoring the weather in the morning, so just flip us on and leave it on. We go into the afternoon on Tuesday, and it's going to be a beautiful day. By noon, the rain is gone. In the afternoon, north breeze, and it's upper 60s, low 70s for high temps. So let me back it up. That's where we stand right now, here at a little after midnight. There's your hail shaft. Vertically integrated liquid indicating hail up to $half size. Again, we'll tilt this back. It's south side of Baytown, Beach City, right in here, Baytown to Beach City. That's where we've got that hail shaft. It is moving east, due east at about 20 miles an hour. So this is the bulk of that hail shaft is going to cross over the water of the north side of Galveston Bay here over the next half hour once it exits Beach City and the little communities here on the northwest side of Galveston Bay, and then into Chambers County. If it does hold together, it reaches Anahuac by 12:38, Monroe City by 12:54, Winnie by 1:27, which seems like a long way off, but these storms, once they get that type of structure, can just go and go and go. And indeed, Winnie, Seabreeze, folks in the bulk of Chambers County, if you have a vehicle out, if you can get it under cover, I would do it. That type of hail, quarter size to $half size hail, can definitely put a dent, lots of dents in your car. So that's where the hail shaft is right now. And again, moving east at about 20 miles an hour, right over Baytown, where we've had reports of that $half size hail. Once again, no significant rotation with this, nothing tornadic. It's hail. And there's the live radar. Now up to 104 strikes in the last 10 minutes. So this really has intensified. Beach City, you're just getting pounded right now with heavy rain and hail. And the bulk of that is going to be moving over the water here of Galveston Bay pretty quickly here. So that will take the threat away from you, but then move it in to portions of the bulk of eastern Chambers County. That is where we stand right now. Severe thunderstorm warning for this cell, especially Beach City right now, south of Baytown, until 12:30. It is hail, nickel to quarter to $half size. That is the greatest threat. Also wind gusts to 40 to 50. We'll keep monitoring this. We will give you another update here. If this can move over the waters of the Galveston Bay, once it starts to move back into Chambers County, we'll get back in here and give you an update. So it's 12:10 right now. Let's do it again at 12:30. We'll give another live update here on all your social platforms and KHOU.com at 12:30 as we continue to monitor our severe thunderstorm. 12:30 is a good time. We'll know if we're going to get a new and updated warning for Chambers County at that time. So